violence. Joining me now, Kurt Bardella, advisor to the DNC and DCCC and contributor for USA Today and the Los Angeles Times, and Tara Setmeyer, senior advisor for the Lincoln Project and former GOP Congressional Communications Director. Thank you both very, very much for coming to the Sunday show. We've played this sound a couple of times, but I want to play it again because it is just sort of breathtaking. Just play Madison Cawthorn.
Kyle Rittenhouse is not guilty, my friends. You have a right to defend yourselves. Be armed, be dangerous, and be moral.
Be armed, be dangerous, and be moral. Tara, what in the entire you know what? Just your response.
You know, how many times do we have to see examples of the Republican Party debasing themselves this way? This is so antithetical to everything that Republicans claim they believe. The Madison Cawthorns, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, the Lauren Boeberts, this cacophony of kookery that is happening in the United States Congress is not only an embarrassment, but a frightening example of what happens when there are no consequences for bad behavior. What the hell is Kevin McCarthy doing, going up there and giving these speeches for hours on end, defending Paul Gosar, another example of glorifying violence? And then you have these members of Congress who are out here with no consequence whatsoever, inciting and rationalizing violence. This is insanity. And what happens when you do not push back and do not demonstrate that this is not only immoral, but it's undemocratic, you are going to perpetuate this even more so. This kid is not someone to be lionized. He killed people. And now he's being hailed as a hero, and the gun owners of America are giving him an AR-15 as an award for standing up for self-defense and gun rights. No, he's not. He's a disgrace. And for all lawful gun owners like myself and my household, this is not what gun ownership represents. This is not what the Second Amendment represents. It doesn't glorify vigilantism. What are they doing? So this is a disgraceful display by the Republicans and people like Cawthorn. They're unserious people and need to be held accountable for it.
Kurt, your view about, as Tara called it, the cacophony of kookery.
Well, I think that it shows that the line between Paul Gosar, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Madison Cawthorn, and Kevin McCarthy is straight. There is no daylight between these people. It used to be you would kind of look at this segment of the Republican Party and go, okay, these are the crazies. We're going to kind of ignore them. We're going to make fun of them, mock them behind their back, as many of their colleagues used to do. But now we see in this new Republican Party that they are all one and the same. There's no daylight between them. Kevin McCarthy's unhinged rant on the floor of the House of Representatives illustrated that from the very top echelon of the Republican Party leadership all the way down to the bottom, they are all the same. They all believe the same. They are preaching from the same script.
And you know what? You brought up Kevin McCarthy and that speech, 8 hours and 32 minutes. Let's just give folks a sampling.
I was in the 6th grade. I turn on the TV. I watch Jimmy Carter have a sweater on and tell me to turn the heater down. Mr. President, come to the grocery store with me. You ever eaten one of these baby carrots? I'll lead you in a little secret. There's no such thing. They're just big carrots. They chop them. They charge you more and you buy them. You know, there could be members here who didn't want to change their airline ticket, Madam Speaker, and already are in Puerto Rico because they can vote proxy. Maybe they're down there. I don't know.
You ever eat one of those baby carrots? and this guy
Nothing is safe.
He thinks he's going to be the next Speaker of the House.
He's never going to be Speaker of the House, Jonathan.
Kevin McCarthy will never be Speaker of the House.
Never.
That's right.
You both say he never will be.
Listen, Kurt and I both worked for Republicans from California. Back in the day, in the before times, before the party completely lost its mind. And we both know that this Kevin McCarthy that we're seeing now, this reincarnation of some type of huckster televangelist that's decided to, go on the floor and make a spectacle of himself, talking nonsense and posting about baby carrots, for God's sakes. This guy is spineless. He's doing this because he thinks that if he continues to pledge fealty to Trump and mainstreaming the extremes of the party, that somehow these people are going to vote him in as speaker. No, they're not. Donald Trump and Trumpists and the MAGA world, they get off on the idea of Kevin McCarthy acting this way, this level of obsequiousness. And then when it comes time to thinking he's going to get the speakership, they're going to undercut him at the knees because Donald Trump knows that Kevin McCarthy is weak.
They sure
so
are.
This is a real, it is just, it's so obvious watching this train wreck. But unfortunately, the bigger picture here about this is that Democrats, if they don't get it together, they are going to be sitting back in 2023 going, how the hell did we end up with a Jim Jordan as Speaker of the House?
Oh my God, Tara, oh my God. Wait, Kurt.
I'm keeping it 100.
Could that actually happen? Speaker Jim Jordan?
Yeah, it can, and I agree with Tara. I think it probably will. Here's the thing about Donald Trump, and I don't understand why the Republican Party hasn't figured this out yet. The relationship always ends the same. It ends with him taking a big dump on their head, rolling them over with a car, back. Ask his former lawyer, Michael Cohen. Ask Mitch McConnell, who Trump's been teeing off on every day for the last few weeks. The story always ends the same. Loyalty is a one-way street. And for those who are debasing themselves right now, the way that Kevin McCarthy is, if you think there's a prize at the end of this road for you, buddy, there isn't. I remember, back when Tara was talking about the Republican Party, what it used to be, I remember covering Kevin McCarthy when I worked at KBAK Channel 29 Bakersfield. And he was running as a moderate. He was running as a guy who was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger's best friend if he became governor of California. He was running to move the party to the middle, away from the fringes. That's what he campaigned on. That version of Kevin McCarthy would not recognize the person that we've seen. And it just tells you that Kevin McCarthy stands for nothing. He means nothing. He has no convictions, no compass. Whatever he wants. And his caucus knows that. They know he's pretending. They know he's posing. And that's why they are never going to make him Speaker of the House.
I'm sorry. What? Oh my God! The Jim Jordan thing has just blown my mind. I want to put in the time that we have left, I want to put up this poll from the Des Moines Register that I actually thought was really interesting. And here's the question: when it comes to the events on January 6th, which of the following best reflects your thoughts? Remember, this is Iowa, a red state. It was an insurrection and a threat to democracy. 50%. Am I right, given everything that we've seen from the Republican Party, both here in Washington and around the country, that 50% mark is high? And I say, I'm grateful to see that it is at 50%. Kurt.
I mean, I look at that and I think to myself, how could that number not be 100%, honestly, given everything that we've seen and the video evidence?
It should be, but yeah.
But no, I hear what you're saying. And again, I think this shows the danger, the real danger right now that democracy is, that the opinion can permeate that January 6th was anything but a terrorist act, an insurrection, violent mayhem, that the people who engage in are anything but domestic terrorists rather than heroes being propped up like Kyle Rittenhouse, frankly. The mainstreaming, and Tara talked about this a second ago, the mainstreaming of violence, the idea that the most productive way for you to exercise your political disagreements is to show up armed and dangerous with an AR-15 is only going to perpetuate more violence. Let me tell you something. The next time we have a shooting of some kind at a political event, and it's going to happen, blood will be on the hands of these Republican Party members who are out there right now advocating, propping up these people, making Kyle Rittenhouse their freaking mascot. Blood will be on their hands.
Real
it
fast,
already
Tara.
is.
We're gonna leave it right there. Kurt Bardella, Tara Setmeyer, thank you both very, very much for coming back to the Sunday Show. Coming up, the January 6th investigation presses forward, even with Steve Bannon's